With John Chancellor and David Brinkley. Tonight, Thursday, April 28th, reported from the NBC News Center in New York.
Good evening. 35 million Americans, handicapped Americans, won a big victory today. From now on, every institution, every school or hospital or college which gets money from the Department of Health, Education, and Welfare will have to provide full facilities for the handicapped. They will have 3 years in which to do this. Ultimately, all institutions receiving any federal support will have to do the same thing. There's been a law requiring all this on the books since 1973, and when HEW Secretary Joseph Califano signed a paper today, the implementation of the law began. Here are 2 reports.
The new HEW regulations prohibit all recipients of HEW money from discriminating against the handicapped. 2 months ago, many of these same handicapped people were staging a sit-in here at HEW headquarters, demanding that the regulations be issued. Today they were back, happy with their victory, and studying the new regulations, which are going to cause some sweeping, fundamental changes in American society. The regulations say handicapped children must be educated in regular public schools alongside non-handicapped children. And when special facilities are needed, the public schools must pay for them, including room, board, and tuition if necessary. All new buildings and facilities which receive HEW money, including all public schools, must be designed to be readily accessible to the handicapped, and all such existing buildings must be altered and also made readily accessible within 3 years. For example, there must be ramps provided for people in wheelchairs. Agencies and institutions, such as hospitals, which receive HEW funds, must provide equal employment opportunities to the handicapped when they are capable of doing the work. Today, HEW Secretary Joseph Califano said the new regulations mark a new era of equality for 35 million handicapped Americans.
The question was to think through a way to be fair and compassionate, reasonable, and yet set in motion what was going to be a great new era of civil rights in this country for the handicapped.
This program is going to cost money, and today Secretary Califano also said he is going to ask Congress to provide a lot of that money to help public schools fulfill their obligations to the nation's handicapped. Douglas Kiker, NBC News, Washington.
It was a time for applause and smiles at the San Francisco offices of HEW. The handicapped have occupied this building for 22 days, demanding that Secretary Califano sign what they call their Bill of Civil Rights. This was their day of victory.
Definitely, everything we've done has been a victory and a real plus. I mean, I think we failed in no way.
The specifics of the signing were transmitted to the deaf, but for this small army of the handicapped, this was only the first battle to be won.
This is the beginning of a long, long march. We're on the road. We know that we're headed in the right direction. We know that the country is listening to us. We feel now that Jimmy Carter has heard our message and that we're on the road. We're on the road.
The handicapped say they will not leave this building until those who carried their protest to Washington return. They say they took over the building united, and they will leave united and winners. Rick Davis, NBC News, San Francisco.
Other news coming along, charges of oil companies rigging prices, an agreement with Cuba, what givers to the Democratic Party expect in return, how the Concorde will or will not land in New York, and faces on the side of a mountain.
For over 60 years, the Frankfurter has lived in search of perfect fulfillment. It was drowned, it was incinerated, but never fulfilled until the Presto Hot Dogger, a unique way to prepare hot dogs. Cooks 1 to 5 from the inside out in just 60 seconds.
Now that's a hot dog.
The Presto Hot Dogger, the 60-second answer to that 60-year-old problem.
Roman meal makes great sandwiches. Great toast, too. Here's why. Roman meal contains coarsely ground whole grain wheat and rye. That means the bran and the wheat and rye germ are retained. Toasting enhances the branny, nutty taste of the grains. The enriched flour and other nutritious ingredients give it a light, open texture. Roman meal, the good-tasting light brown bread. The Roman